Hi Genesis, it is November 15th, the day before our first camp for the 2019 season. In this video, I'm going to go over, introduce myself, and I will be also going over some advice that I wish I had going into my audition camps my rookie year, and I'll be kind of reminding you on some of the things you need to pack and bring for camp. So first start off, my name is Nicholas Maupin. I've been with Genesis since 2015. I'm originally a trombone player, however for the corps I've played 3 years on euphonium and 1 year on contra. I'm originally from New Braunfels, Texas, and I'll be your leader for the 2019 season trying to help out with the horn line. So I'm going to go over packing, and I'm going to go over a couple of advice things that I wish I knew whenever I went into my first audition back in 2015. So, packing. I'm going to go over a list of what you need to remember to bring. It's easy to forget things. There's a lot of things that you need to pack. So I'm going to kind of run through some of the general things, and I'll remind you on some of the things that I honestly forgot in my first audition camp, and I hope that you don't forget. So packing comes down to 4 major categories. Sleeping gear, shower gear, rehearsal gear, and clothes. So sleeping gear. Remember to bring a pillow, a sleeping bag, and an air mattress or kind of like a sleeping mat. That will help you whenever it comes to night and sleeping. Shower gear, make sure you bring a towel and make sure you bring flip-flops for the shower. Those are the 2 major things I've always seemed to forget for one camp every single season. So bring those, especially. Bring soap, bring deodorant, and then bring like toothbrush and toothpaste and all that kind of stuff to keep yourself clean for the weekend. Rehearsal gear, this is kind of more towards your caption head. So kind of look at what your caption head is written down. So Andy kind of sent it out for the brass inside our audition packet. Reminder, for us, we need to bring like a horn, bring our music and everything, bring like valve oil for our valves and everything. Just things that we need in general to rehearse for the weekend. And again, review your packet. Now for color guard and percussion, I'm not sure what you guys are doing. However, I bet that there's probably a packet or a reminder that's been sent out from your caption heads and what to bring. So review that and make sure you're bringing everything you need. Last thing is clothing. So we're going to be moving around, being athletic a lot in the weekend. So make sure you bring like t-shirts, shorts, maybe a pair of track pants, and maybe a hoodie just to keep you warm if we're outside. You need to be wearing tennis shoes. So things to avoid would be like Converse, and make sure you don't bring boots or anything like that. And also try to avoid bringing jeans because we're going to be needing to be flexible in movement for everything outside, especially in visual. So don't bring jeans. If you need a review over what you need to pack and everything, on our website genesisdbc.org, under the frequently asked questions section, there's a question on what to bring to camp, and there's a list underneath that. So review that list. And then also on a channel on YouTube called the Phoenix Channel. It's and then Phoenix spelled with an F, so F-E-N-I-X channel. You can go underneath that, and there is a video that will kind of review what you need to pack, kind of like what I'm doing right here. So double and triple check that you bring everything you need to camp. I don't know how many camps that I've done, especially my first couple seasons, where I forget something that's vital, and I'm just sitting there the whole weekend wishing I brought it. So there you go, packing. Things you need to do before coming to camp is you need to review the email that Chris sent out on November 12th to all auditionees. It has a pre-check form that you need to do before showing up to camp, so make sure you do that. My advice for the horn line to do before coming to camp is review Andy's post on what's expected for you to audition on for camp, and also what you need to be expected to do on Friday night. Also, horn line, go on to the visual page and review the visual stuff that has been posted by Frank. So like the mark time and Hindu exercise and box drill, review all that kind of stuff. So my 2 big advice that I wish I had whenever it came to going into camp my rookie year was time management and organization. So a lot of things at camp is already kind of set out for you. You're going to have a schedule on a whiteboard that's near the sleeping area that's going to tell you your daily schedule. You're going to be told when to eat, when you're going to go to bed, and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of things are pretty easy. However, when it comes to managing my own time and organization, if you don't take care of these areas, a lot of times it can make camp a little bit more stressful than what it needs to be. So when it comes to time, we kind of have one major rule when it comes to drum corps. It is, if you're early, you're on time. If If you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, you're wrong. So always be about 5-10 minutes early to blocks. That is to make sure that you can be set up to where whenever the block starts, we can actually be doing an exercise or working on improving something and not trying to set up for the block. So being on time, you'd be kind of late because you're going to waste the first 5 or 10 minutes of the block trying to get it set up. So try to think ahead. So when it comes to thinking ahead, think about like fill up your water jug during the break and try not to be last minute on filling your water up inside your water jug. Let's see, go use the bathroom during your meal breaks. That's kind of a thing that you may not think on, but you don't want to be halfway through a block and like really having to use the bathroom and miss vital information that the staff is giving to us. So thinking ahead. I'll say one of the things I used to be the worst at my rookie year was trying to get up in that 15-minute span that is set for us to wake up before we have to go to stretch/PT. So thinking ahead, in my later seasons, I now always have my water jug filled up during the hour or 2 hour that we have during the night before. I always have my socks and my shoes set out inside right next to my bed the night before so that I don't have to be searching for those things and have that 15 minutes just be hectic of me trying to find everything I need so I can go to stretch and PT. So think ahead. Now, organization. Make sure you have everything organized whenever it comes to bringing your stuff to camp. So my biggest suggestion is not to have your sleeping and your clothing and all your stuff that you'll need in the sleeping area organized with your rehearsal gear. So you don't want those things mixed together. Make sure that they're separate to where you can have just a rehearsal gear bag and have your sleeping gear and all that stuff separate. So my last 2 big advices for the camp is meet new people. There's going to be a lot of people that you're not going to know whenever you show up to camp. So kind of reach out to them, talk to them, find out. There's going to be people from out of state. There's going to be people that you maybe from rival schools that you didn't know were auditioning. So just meet new people. And then the last thing that you need to know before showing up to camp is drink water. You need to be drinking water before you show up to camp because you're going to be doing a lot more athletic stuff during camp that you're not used to, and you'll get dehydrated. And this cold weather will trick you into thinking that you're not getting dehydrated until you get dehydrated. So drink water ahead of time. All right, again, my name's Nick Maupin. If you have any questions or anything you need to ask right before camp, just send me a quick message on Facebook. And I'm excited to meet you guys in these next upcoming 3 audition camps.